Welcome everybody. So today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. This video is actually going to be for my men, my male watchers, okay? And I'm going to do one for a female and maybe tomorrow. But that's where I want to start here. So this is basically a message for all you guys literally out there. So let's go ahead and get started. If you know me, you know I always shuffle the cards before I get started. Everything's ready to go, but I haven't looked at any of the cards. We're going to do that together now. The first position here that I'm going to look at is the recent past kind of bleeding into the present moment. So I have the King of Cups with the Oracle card of the King. Oh, wow. Masculine, masculine, masculine. Interesting that I decided to go for a reading for my men, and I have extreme masculine energy showing up here. But the King of Cups is masculine but brooding energy. Brooding energy. What are we brooding over, guys? What are we brooding over? I'm getting a harumph. That's what I'm getting here. A harumph. That's just what came to mind here. Okay. Had a couple cards come out. I'm pulling cards to clarify this because this is still get a little general. I need more cards to get more specific. So what came out is 3 cards. These are Oracle cards. And I have the number 4, the Door, and the Wizard's Tower, which is actually a good card in this deck. The Wizard's Tower is wisdom. The Door is a specific moment in time or place. It can also be an opportunity because it has to do with like a moment in time or place, right? So anything that happens in a particular moment. And then the number 4 is about rest here. So brooding energy, the number 4, definitely makes sense with that here. It's like we're either waiting for something and we're brooding about it while we wait because either we know it's coming, we know it either has to happen, or we know that we have to wait for it. One of those 3. But there's like a brooding to this. Let's keep going. Oh, one more card fell out. I don't know if this has to do with it, but I will show it. Gemini could have to do with just interacting with someone, like a one-on-one, or it could just have to do with maybe you're dealing with a Gemini here. But this one was off to the side, so this could be just for a particular like person, or it could just have to do with interactions with people on one-on-one in general, which is Gemini. It's like Gemini's all about putting yourself in somebody else's shoes through an interaction. And either we're waiting for that to happen, or there's a moment, or whatever it is we're reading on might have to do with that. All right, let's keep going because I'm going to move into the present, and looking at the present is probably going to give me a little bit better understanding of the past as well. So I don't want to get stuck there. So let's move into the present here. Now I want to see what you guys have been up to. What have you guys literally been doing? So that's the position of the hand. Let's see. So I have here the 5 of Cups with the Oracle card of the Volcano. Whoa. It's funny because I was getting brooding and I was getting that harumph, and now bleeding into the present, I actually have a full-blown like blah. Goes from a harumph to a blah. That's the transition. These are all technical terms, by the way. Let me pull cards to see if I can get any more information, because the volcano is an explosion. It is like things coming to a head. In this case, it's an emotional explosion. It is things bubbling over, and the feelings we're talking about are not good. This is 5 of Cups is feeling like bad, feeling left out, feeling emotionally hurt. Let me see if I get anything specific from this. I'm just getting like, I don't like it. Something that we don't like. We don't feel good. It's a bad feeling, and it's come to a head. You'll know what it's about, but that's just what I'm picking up here. I'm going to pull more cards to see if I can figure out what it's about through Oracle cards. So any other details on this 5 of Cups with the volcano? Since I can't really pick up anything else. Any other details on the 5 of Cups with the volcano? Okay. So we have here the ship with Saturn. The ship with Saturn. It's the fact that we are restricted. It's the fact that we have to wait for this thing that, remember back here, there's a brooding. There is something that we're either waiting on, that we either are waiting on to happen, we know will happen eventually in the future, or it's like an eventuality, right? An eventuality is going to come, but we're restricted. It's like it's far away. And that is part of the harumph, it's part of the blah feeling. Pisces, we may not know when it comes. We might not know when we're going to get a chance to either make this interaction, make this exchange, whatever that, Gemini's so general, but whatever it is that we have been kind of brooding over, and we know it'll happen eventually, but we don't know when. It's kind of like giving us a very blah feeling and a restricted feeling. But it's come to a head recently, and the fact that the volcano's showing up might mean that we've actually said these things to people, like we have exploded, either just by ourselves or in a given situation. Our emotions have bubbled over with regards to this situation. All right, I want to move on, but I want to move specifically to the position of the heart. This tells me how you guys are feeling, and since what you guys are doing is basically you're in your feelings, I want to look at your feelings specifically. So I have here your feelings as the Fool, with no surprise, the Oracle card of the Hourglass. You're literally just waiting, but the Fool isn't waiting. The Fool is more like having nothing in your head. The Fool isn't even waiting. He's just like brainless. He's an airhead. So it's like, that's how you guys are feeling, is like you don't have any control. You're just basically at the whims of time here. You're feeling like you're at the whims of time. And that is part of the negativity. That's part of the negativity that we're kind of harboring at the moment. All right, I don't need any cards for that. That's pretty clear. I'm moving on to the next position, and this is the last one in the present before I actually look into the future. So stay with me for that. So I have here the Tarot card of Strength. Now, the position that I'm looking at, by the way, is the head, which is your thoughts, strategies, and essentially your perception of really the rest of the cards, your circumstance, etc. So the way you're looking at this, we have the Strength card with the Oracle card of Coal. That is a piece of coal in the picture. You're basically looking at this like you can't do anything until blank, right? If you look in the picture, actually, I don't know if it's shown in this picture. In the traditional picture of Strength, the lady is removing a thorn from the tiger's mouth, and the tiger can do nothing but wait with its mouth open until the lady pulls the thorn out. And that is still the energy here. It's like you can do nothing but wait. And that's what's going through your head until the moment where you can act. And you are waiting to act because the tiger is waiting to act. He's like literally holding himself back until the right moment. All right, let's move into the future. I feel like I've definitely looked into the present enough, and a lot of it is starting to repeat. So let's see what's about to happen with you guys. I'm not looking into like forever. I'm looking into about 2 weeks to a month, okay? Short-term future. Now, let's see what's going to happen to you, for you, or with regards to this circumstance. So we have the Queen of Swords with the Oracle card of the Skull and Crossbones. This is somebody like really making something as cut and dry as possible and laying it to rest. If this situation that you're talking about, because I remember Gemini before, it has to do with talking to someone, I feel like there might be information that happens here, because this is somebody saying like something that is like so factual and so ending. It's like, this is a fact, the argument's over. This is a fact, conversation is over. That's what I'm getting from this. Now, whether this is something you're waiting for it to happen, maybe this has to do with the thing you've been waiting for it to happen. Maybe this has to do with the holding back until the thing that you get to do. If it doesn't, then this is just a separate event. I'm gonna have to pull cards to see. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords with the Skull and Crossbones here. It's like almost like having the final say. It's such a strong point that there's nothing left to be said here by this person. If this has to do with this thing you're waiting for, then it's going to happen in the short-term future, okay? If it doesn't, then this is something unrelated happening. Let's see. Anything else with the Queen of Swords here with the Skull and Crossbones? The Tower. Somebody, actually, this queen, She has her facts straight. The Tower. She knows what the fuck she's talking about. That's what this is telling me. If it's you, then you're the Queen of Swords. Also, Queen. You might be the Queen and the King. Gender doesn't matter here. The King of Cups is like that brooding energy, but you might be, like I was saying before, in a masculine space, or you might be, a dude. Or I'm talking to dudes, so you're definitely a dude. But you're coming up here. Things are cut and dry. Somebody says something that is just pretty obvious that you can't argue with. On the bottom here, Jupiter with the 6 and Capricorn. So these are long-term. These things that are being said have long-term ramifications with regards to our friendships, with regards to the way that we interact with people, with regards to our feelings. They might even have some healing consequences, these things that are being said that are very factual, but they are unexpected. They are unexpected. If you're the person saying them, then you know that what you're going to say is unexpected. If you're not, then be ready for somebody to tell you something that is unexpected, but is something you can't argue with in the coming up in the short-term future. All right. All right, let's pull advice for you guys. Let's see, what is the best strategy for my men out there? For my men. Could be that you guys are dealing with the Queen of Swords too. I mean, if you're a dude, chances are that you're dealing with a woman, and that could be the Queen of Swords. But if you are dealing with the Queen of Swords, that person knows what they're talking about because they got the Wizard's Tower. So you may wish to take that into account. Can I have some straight up advice? Now, the way I do advice is it doesn't have to pertain to the reading because I just like to leave it open, but most likely it will touch upon the reading. Can I have some advice, please, for my men out there? Wow. Treasure chest and the crown. Talk about riches here. What are you guys, rich? You guys got money or something stashed away? Well, why is this? This is like being the king and having the money, having like the royal jewels. This is having the royal jewels. Maybe that's what the situation's about. Maybe there is money involved and valuables involved. Why is this showing up here? On the bottom, I have the nut reversed, which is like, maybe that actually means we don't have this, but that is the topic of conversation. We're seeking to get something that is highly valuable, or that is what is like the interaction, right? Maybe the Queen of Swords says no when we're talking about the skull and crossbones. She's saying no, that like this is a fact, this is not yours. That could be what the conversation is. Let me see what else is on top. Uranus, Leo, and Aquarius. It's like I was saying before, somebody says something unexpected, that's Uranus, but it also has to do with what is like just. What is just, what's right. Like I was saying, the Queen has her facts straight, and it could have to do with this money. Money's showing up here, but it's showing up late in the game, so I'm wondering why this is showing up in advice. It could be that maybe the advice is to utilize money. Use your money, have fun with your money. Yeah, have fun with your money. Have fun with your life. Do something spontaneous. I feel like you guys are trapped by this Queen of Wands, or you guys are stuck in this brooding situation where you're waiting someone, but you can't. You can't. I'm just digging here because I'm trying to figure out more about this advice, but you can't be stuck in that situation. The cup, the zero, and it's like you gotta just jump into plans. If somebody asks you to do something, do it. If somebody invites you to do something, do it. Be spontaneous. Enjoy spontaneity, and especially with regards to with people, with regards to social interactions, or with people that you find valuable to your life, right? That you give value to. This is saying make plans with those people. Use your money for fun. And if you're the queen, I mean, there might be some shocking moments too. That's okay. I feel like shock is part of life, Uranus, right? Okay, guys. I wish you the best of luck in seeking this crown and this treasure chest here. I wish you the best of luck with that moment that you're waiting for. I hope you get your crown and your treasure chest. I hope that you get to speak to this Queen of Wands, or to say the things, for the things that are factual to be said, right? I feel like that's a good thing. Whoever this Queen of Wands is should go ahead and just say the facts. That's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to get the facts straight. That's going to be it, guys. I'm going to stop here. That's going to be your reading for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. And if this did resonate for you, gentlemen, press the like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you.